going on, Jerome's beautiful Monday? Birds are chirping and stuff, and it's time for another Vikings news dump. So we didn't do a news dump yesterday morning because we knew it was going to be a fluid and dynamic situation. That's what she said. And today's no different, but, I mean, it's Monday, right? So got to take your dump. He sees you when you're pooping. So Kwesi, been getting after it. Making some moves, finding some grooves, all those good things. 53-man rooster cuts due at 3 p.m. Central Time, the only time zone that matters tomorrow. And first move, Vikings traded Sling and Sam Howell to the Eagles as Tanner McKee is dealing with a thumb injury. I think it's a thumb injury, right? But Vikings get a 5th and a 7th, and the Vikings send a 2026 6th as well as Howell. The 6th is coming from the Jets. I mean, the Vikings have traded so many 6th-round picks for the 2026 draft. I honestly think we've lost count. But Howell, a little bit too erratic, a little bit too gunslinger. He was like the world's worst gunslinger, right? It's like, what was the old adage? Don't fight an old gunslinger. Something like that. Because he's been around. But Howell, I don't know, just you thought with the arm talent and upside that Kevin O'Connell could tame him, was like, no, I can't fix him. I will try to fix you. Did not. Next reclamation project for Kevin O'Connell and company. Wrap should go. The Vikings are signing quarterback Carson Wentz, per me and Top Cero, after a successful workout over the weekend. A new backup for J.J. McCarthy. Right. So Wentz does have experience. 6 team in 6 years. A 2017 second team All-Pro. Allegedly, the Eagles won the Super Bowl that year with Nick Foles, but Wentz had a huge deal of them getting in position during the regular season. And Wentz, he was the number 2 overall pick, man. The pride of NDSU. It just hasn't worked out for whatever reason. And can Kevin O'Connell fix him? It's a possibility. I guess we'll see. Also in quarterback news, the Vikings cut veteran quarterback Brett Rippon-Ass, amongst some other cuts, which we'll get to. But it clears the way for Balgode. That's Maximus, Ezekiel, Jerome, blah, 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 Balthazar. Sorry, let's try again. Maximus, Jerome, Ezekiel, Balthazar, Brosmer. That's right. So you got J.J. McCarthy, got Max Brosmer, got Carson Wentz. Those are your 3 quarterbacks for the Vikings this year. Also, part and parcel of the Harrison Phillips trade on top of cap space is that the Vikings got some draft capital. Same thing with Sling and Sam Howell. So as right now, Al Cluse, The Athletic, Vikings updated draft picks for 2026, compensatory picks as projected by over the cap. A first, second, 2 thirds, a 3rd round comp for Sam Darnold, a 4th for Daniel Jones, could be upgraded to a 3rd, 3 fifths, a fifth from the Eagles in trade, as well as a 5th round comp pick for Cam Robinson, who signed with the Texans. And then no 6th because we've dealt so many of them. Then 7th and the 7th rounder from the Texans. I think that's from the Ed Ingram trade. Might be. Cam Akers? I don't know at this point. But for the Vikings, actually, I think it was the Cam Akers trade. I mean, either way, the Vikings are accumulating draft picks. So instead of F them picks, accumulate those picks. That's what Quase is doing. And one of the reasons why the Vikings may be loading up on draft picks is Jerome Thielen. Right. Jeremy Fowler, ESPN. Vikings have added draft picks and shed salary with recent trades of Harrison Phillips and Sam Howell, setting the stage for a receiver deal. Yes, Adam Thielen is in the mix there, but the Vikings have several lines out on the position league-wide. So, I mean, Thielen is a logical one, but we'll see what happens. And by shedding $4.2 million of Harrison Phillips' salary, and the cost of acquisition for Thielen would be about $6.69 million. Nice if the Panthers don't pick up any of his remaining compensation. So essentially that's a wash in the grand scheme of things. Also draft capital. I mean, there's rumors that the Panthers want a 3rd. Ain't gonna happen. No. I think what's more likely is that 5th from the Eagles. I think that pick is going to be important. So maybe it's like a 5th for a 7th or a 5th. It's a contingent on Thielen playing XYZ. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I feel like if a Thielen deal is going to happen, it's either going to be today or tomorrow, right? I think it's going to be around 53-man cuts, and I guess we'll see. Also, speaking of cuts, Vikings, whoa, they're part of the way there. Al Calusi again. The Vikings have waived cornerback Reddy Stewart, cornerback Keenan Garber, a running back Trey Stewart, safety Michelle Powell from the U, tackle Logan Brown, practice squad guy, Zach Bailey, wide receiver, kick returner Silas Bolden, Robert Lewis in the news, and also Travis Bell. And then 2 vested veterans, Brett Rippin-Ass and Cam Gill. They are cut and can sign with any team right meow. And offensively, so here's where we're at right now. The Vikings' 90-man roster is now down to 79, plus Oscar Chapman, who's not out against the 90 or the practice squad, which he's likely going to be on. So the Vikings have a couple of names to get down to 53. And again, Wednesday, waivers process, then you can start sending your practice squad. It's going to come fast and furious. But Trey Stewart, Silas Bolden, I feel like Silas Bolden, Robert Lewis, and Miles Price were kind of going for one position. Same thing with Dante Fleming in there. And then Logan Brown, I feel like Joe Huber just outshone him, which is ironic because they used to be teammates back at Wisconsin. But Brown, I feel like there's enough there for Brown that practice squad spot merits it. And then we'll see if he can grow and show there. Defensively, Travis Bell had some nice plays, but just a numbers game along the defensive line. Cam Gill rushing the edge to look like Adrian Peterson, 28. Keenan Garber, Reddy Stewart. Stewart made a nice play on, was that 4th down against Tennessee? I think so. Actually, it's on right now. And then Michelle was just outshone by guys like Khalif Lassie, etc. All right, so cuts. The first round of cuts are in. I will say, like, I believe in previous years it was like one early block of cuts, and then almost went down to the deadline before news leaked. So I guess we'll see. All right. Also, Harrison Phillips had a very classy goodbye to Vikings fans on Instagram. And you trade to the Jets, clearing out cap space for this year as well as next year and getting some draft compensation. It's good. But Harrison Phillips, absolute class act, and he's great on and off the field. Team leader, spiritual leader, like everything that you want in a player. Harrison Phillips is it. Right. So he says goodbye, and then he goes, now it's time to take flight. JETS, Jets. Another chapter in the dumbest rivalry in sports history. Vikings and the Jets. But yeah, Harrison Phillips. Actually, if your name is Harrison, we're going to root for you. Like Harrison Smith, Harrison Phillips, Rodney Harrison. Maybe not so much. I don't know. Oh, Harrison Ford. F yeah. Indiana Jones, let's go. Jack Ryan, let's go. All right. Lastly, the great Minnesota get-together. Knock on all the wood. Got some good weather for the State Fair. A couple of Vikings, actually a fistful of Vikings participated over the weekend. Darisaw was out there playing games. Ivan Pace Jr. got the corn dog. Yeah. All right, so I never cared about the State Fair except my kids love the State Fair. So no, I love the State Fair. All right, and we go the only Wednesday every year. And it's a good – I kind of like going about a week after the opening because – and then all like the new hot trendy food items, the food and drink items, they've been tested and the reviews are in, and then you can see which ones are worth your time and money and which ones are not. All right, but the kids love the fair. Plus, they're starting to get into like games and rides. So just like the Walt, I can just see it. I actually really worry because you can tell that the middle kid Rocco, he's got like a very addictive personality. Like if Homeboy discovers gambling, it's a wrap. It's done. Or if he gets into drugs, no. Baby say it ain't so. Baby say it ain't so. But look forward to going to fair on the Wednesday like we do every year. If you've been to the fair, let us know in the comments. Producer Allie went this weekend, just like she does every year. It was busy. That's what happens. Especially, I feel like, especially since the weather's nice, it's like mid 70s and sunny. You got a breeze in there. Humidity is not ass. Thank you. I mean, it's way better than 85 and humid. Yeah, but we're getting there. Anyways, lots of moves today. Kwesi is a trade in the mix. Is a signing in the mix. Some moves will be in the mix. Right? It'll be good. Stay tuned right here. Anyways, you guys are the best. See what to do. Skol, production value.